Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Beckham the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. First and 10 inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Watch 14. Watch 14. Showing it. Watch the safety creep. Keep going, oh, keep going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now Darnold.
Push it back. Push it back.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll find Lindsey here. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here we go, side. 55. It's going to be a long day. Let's get that.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll try the left side. It's Green. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 50. Check 50.
From the gun, it's Rosen. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
On 1st down, Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert. 52, my 52.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
We begin to tear you up. Hey, Alpha. Mike 52, Mike 52. You go, night. Hug.
Now Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Check. Check 55 to mine. Red 80. Hey, check one. Watch it, five. Oh, deck, pump. Young lady. Hey, Haywood. Young lady.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 55. Hey, Delta. Check me out.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Yeah.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert.
And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Name on that. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Here's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problem with me.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
We own them. Mike 3.
Now it's Rosen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Beckham. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Balaj. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That's Isabella open on the right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Monday.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Strip that ball.
Again, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 48-yard pass.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Green, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
What's the run? They're running it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
Mike 3. Stay with your man.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here we go, son. Get in the weight room. Check 24, check 24. Check 37, check 37. Kill. Lady. Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Let's go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch. Get him. No. 25, check 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Right there in the middle, 55. Twist. Check 99. Check 99. Man, 55.
Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set. 180. Combo. you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Tight dog. Tight dog. Middle.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen forced out to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On third down, Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. He's coming. We got the lady.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. To throw is Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Check it back, check it back. Lady, lady.
Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Herndon's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike, check 55. Mike, you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Red 80. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, lady. Watch the out, 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 out. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twins. Watch twins. Shift, 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 shift. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. Going for the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run. This is Scarborough. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll run with Barber. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toss play to Balaj. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
A 25-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Don't get nervous. Switch. Oh, lady.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Enunwa, the intended target.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now Balaj. And an alley to run. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.